right, guys, welcome to Mixed Emotions Second Thoughts, the podcast where we dive deep into the experiences that shape us, the relationships that define us, and the lessons that stay with us. I'm your girl, JP.
And I'm Miss CCJ. Together, we're here to explore the stories, struggles, and the triumphs that come with love, life, and everything in between. So let's get into it. That's the wrong one.
You got it!
Y'all, I told him I was going to get it on take 2. And I did it.
And she did got it on
Why
2.
y'all don't just label them?
While we record, you can't ask that while we record. We going. Don't hit the table. We'll get in trouble.
I think y'all hit that table a couple times. Y'all just kept going over and over and over. I didn't know.
Yes,
All right. Well, guys, we're live with our mothers.
with our mothers.
Clearly.
They're here.
Clearly, why y'all don't label them? It take a mama to say that. Why y'all just don't label them?
Because this works for us.
It don't. I mean, it works. This is our thing. We kind of trying to learn them. All right, guys. So listen. You see who's here?
Yes,
Our mothers.
they are.
We kind of look like them.
Kind of.
We look just like them.
A little bit.
A lot of it. Hey, twin. Twin.
Where have you been? Nobody knows you.
Okay, my bad.
You better know it, Ma.
Okay, ma. Okay.
Oh.
Okay, and my other one will be, I put that on my
Mama on my hood. I look too fly. I look too good. Hey.
Why you not hype?
Because she said she's not singing it.
Okay,
I don't
fine.
know the words.
Don't worry, I'm used to that
I
though.
only know. Oh, my mom.
That's
Hey,
it.
on my hood. I look fly. I look good.
Okay, that was it.
That was it.
Okay, we got it. Okay, all right. So look, Dre probably already tired of us. All right, so
Y'all
listen.
already know.
We have our moms here to have the
Yes.
real conversations. We told you guys in season 1 we would have our mothers on. And so we knew better than to have anybody on before we brought them on.
Period.
We ain't want no smoke.
None. I don't want to fight with nobody.
Nobody. So we're actually going to have the real conversation with our moms today. This is going to be part 1 of 2 parts.
Yes.
Episodes. Yeah, that's how you say it.
Because we just feel like it's not enough time to have it in one. We got so much to talk about, so much to unpack. And guess what, y'all? We got a game.
Okay.
Right on the first try.
Got it.
Yes, so that's how we're gonna end it. But we just knew we needed more time, than just a normal episode.
Yeah.
So,
And if we're honest, 2 probably isn't enough.
Probably not, but
we're gonna reel it in.
we are.
So when we do like this,
Bring it back.
bring it back. Reel it in.
Okay.
All right, so we are going to start because this is like we had to sit down and really have a conversation because what we didn't want to do was just have random conversation.
Facts.
So we kind of have a few preliminary questions, but feel free to share stories or your experiences or your emotions. And so we're gonna open up. The first question was because this is mixed emotions.
Second thoughts.
Second thoughts.
But wait, they need to introduce themselves.
Oh yeah.
Sorry.
Our bad. Who that is?
Our bad. You,
My baby daddy. Okay. You want to introduce yourself?
yeah.
Who mama is you?
Right.
So I'm Jasmine's mom.
That's your camera.
I am Jasmine's mom,
Okay.
aka Coach Fee.
Period. Coach
Yes.
Fee.
Of the Unboxed community. You can find me on TikTok. No.
No, you get your shameless
I'm
plug.
doing my own little
Yes.
commercial, but you can find me on TikTok at Coach Fee 1963. Come join the Unboxed
Bars.
community. But
Bars.
listen, I get it from my daughter, and she thinks she's my mom, by the way.
Sounds about right.
I'm raising my parents.
Listen, Linda. All
And
right.
they hard head.
Mom.
Oh. My name is Rashida. I am Sierra's mother. Hey. And she knew not to have nobody on here before me.
Okay.
Anybody know me, know this. Thank you very much. Thank you for doing right. Thank you.
Amen.
Amen.
Who's raised right?
Yeah.
He was raised right.
Yeah, see?
We don't want
Okay.
no smoke. We
Pat
good.
us on the back. Pat us on the back. We got this.
So,
Okay, first
so
question.
we've kind of like, for you guys, kind of shifted a little bit, so we kind of want to stick to like we're mixed emotions, second thoughts. So a lot of what we want to talk to you guys about is times where you may have had mixed emotions or on second thought, like you being able to share second thoughts from a mother's perspective. So like the first question would be, what were your mixed emotions about becoming a mother? Like, when did you become a mom? You're going to talk about that experience on what it was like to be a mom. I know my mom was a young mom.
Mine too.
So what was that like?
And it may not be mixed emotions. It's whatever you feel.
Whatever your emotions were, what were you feeling?
Yeah. Going from teenager to mom in a blink of an eye, I would say. Because I think that's kind of the same, scenario for both. Like, so, yeah, I don't know. Who wants to start?
So I was shocked
Okay.
because I found that I was pregnant at 15. I turned 16 the next month. So I was very shocked. But then I took up responsibility to be a mom. And I totally changed my life at 16 and decided, okay, I'm going to be a mom, so I can't do what everybody else is doing. So I did pivot. I took a sharp pivot. And I totally changed everything. It's like I really didn't do much anyways, but it's like, oh, I can't dance anymore. I don't know what I was thinking. As much as I love to dance, I stopped doing a whole lot of things, and I just focused on my child.
Okay. How many children do you have altogether? Sorry, this is just, I feel like context, right? Makes
Yeah,
sense?
I have
Okay.
4 biological children, 3 girls and 1 boy.
Nice. Okay.
So, I got five kids, 3 girls and 2 boys. I was a young mom as well. I was 14 when I got pregnant. 15 when I had her. Wow. How did I feel? I felt nervous. I was nervous, of course, because I got to tell my mama. Yeah. And we had just kind of put our family back together. So it was like, here I go. I got to tell her this. But even before I told her, even before I left that clinic, I knew I wanted my baby at 14. And I can't tell you where that came from. I ask myself that all the time. Like, girl, how you going? A baby? Like, that never crossed my mind. I just knew I wanted my baby as soon as they told me. Wasn't planned, it happened. But, so, I mean, I just braced for it. I just braced for it. Like she said, you had to kind of shift gears. And like I was like 9th, 10th grade, just moved to the east side. So I had to do a lot of adjusting.
East side.
I was ready. I'm sorry. I looked right at her because I was
East
ready.
side.
Yeah, I had just moved. I had been west side all my life. So I had to move to the east side. So, I mean, like I said, I just embraced it. I just did it. That made sense. I just did it.
Something I'm curious on, because something that Sierra talks about. Did you always want to be a mother?
Yes.
You always wanted to be
I
a mother?
always wanted to be a mother.
Did you always want to be a mom?
Absolutely. 6 children is what I wanted.
That's crazy.
Wow. Wow.
That's crazy. No, she brought that up because I said that too. Like, I always knew that I would be a mom. Like, it was no question, no doubt, I would have done it differently, under better circumstances, but I always knew I would be a mom and that I would be a mom. Y'all see what I did there?
Okay.
Mamas is here. Y'all show a little respect.
Okay.
That might not last the whole episode.
Oh, wow. Okay.
No, I'm good at filtering my mama around.
Yes.
But no, because for me, no. Like, that wasn't a thought. Like, having children has never been a desire. Like, oh, I want to be a mama. I can't wait to be. No, First of all, never.
I got that phone call the first year of college, like, listen, would you be okay if I never had kids? I said, never. Not at least one. And then, well, you really should have 2. So, who gonna take care of you? She said, I'm not worried about that. I don't want kids.
I was adamant. I was clear, baby. Jazz did not want kids. I was watching people struggle. I was watching people not have lives. Like, oh no, I'm straight. And then I know it hurt. Like, what? No, I don't want to feel that pain. Like, I'm solid on not having kids. I think I gave a lot of excuses, but it's so weird to me how now I'd be like, I could do it. I want a son. But for a long time, that was not a thought in my mind. I knew I wanted to be successful. I knew where I wanted to live. I knew what car I wanted to drive. I was clear that kids were not there. So it's kind of interesting to hear you both say, like, I wanted that. Because Sierra talk about that, and I'd be like, yuck.
Like I said, I probably would have did it differently, but ultimately, I
Yeah,
knew,
probably
like,
definitely differently.
I wanted kids for sure, like, hands down. I was a mama before I was a mama, like, so I'm the oldest of the five. So technically, I have 3 sisters and 3 brothers biologically between my dad and my mom. So my mom and my dad is 4 of us together. My mom has an extra 1 and my dad has an extra 2. But I'm the oldest regardless. So growing up in that, I had to take care of the kids because mama had to go to work. You know, it was so much, and not even in a bad way. I love it. Great, it shaped and molded me who I was. Like, oh, well, you got to keep the kids today. You can't go. Ain't this about nothing? I remember packing my younger Peanut. Baby, pack that baby's diaper bag up. Me and the girls was at the bus stop
At
on
the
the way
bus
to the
stop.
mall, taking turns holding them. I'm serious. We taking turns. Them day ones I'm always talking about. Your turn, my turn. Like, what you mean I can't go? Pack him up. We out. Like, you know. So it was in me early. You know what I mean? So, I mean, maybe that played a big part in it as well. But I'm a natural nurturer as well. So it just kind of comes. And it's awkward because you are such a nurturer. And
Yeah, I feel like I've done that though. You know, like, so same, even though, like, my sister that's under me, my mama say I'm her mama. Like, that's, you raised her. You made her that way every
That's
time.
her child.
She say that all the time. Like, that's
How
my
old
child.
is she?
Bree, 30,
35.
35. So we're, 4 or 5 years apart. 4.5, you know, we hit that little soft point where I'm like, we right there and then I turn.
Okay.
But she's always been at the hip with me because my mom, take her with you, she gotta go, you know. So it was like, okay, cool. I was the one washing her clothes, doing homework, had to learn how to braid so I could braid her hair up. That's all I could do was braid. I can't do nothing but a little French braid, baby. That's all I got for you. But I had to do that, and it wasn't like it was a bad thing. I enjoyed it. I loved it. I made learning fun for her, but I just knew this ain't it. This ain't it. Like, I'm straight. Nor I said if I had to have one, what I want.
A surrogate.
I said I wanted a surrogate, and I want a who?
A nanny.
A nanny.
Okay.
Because I don't think there's anything wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? I feel like,
But it's surrogate why? Because you don't want to do your body? You don't,
Her body,
Why would be the... Okay.
no, it hurt. Y'all want to rip me? Every woman I talk to, and then they all say the same thing. As soon as it's over, you don't feel the
You don't
pain.
feel
You
anything for
forget.
real. It's the
Forget
worst
all
pain,
about
but
it.
it's the quickest one you forget. And I ain't even, you know, people said I'm telling the truth. Like, I did it 5 times. So I had 4
And that's
kids
why-
at 21.
I think, like, when you say I did it 5 times, I'd be like, woo, pray for her, baby.
At 21, though.
21, it was 4 of them.
That's deep.
That's deep.
Well, I've never
Yeah.
vaginally birthed a child. I've had 2 cesareans, so my experience is definitely different.
Wow.
They were horrible too, though. I ain't gonna lie.
Horrible.
I ain't gonna lie. That first one was an emergency cesarean. The baby heart rate kept dropping, and it was crazy. Scarred me for life. Like, wait, nope, I'm not doing this again. They stapled me. When they took my staples out, my incision split back open. So that was a time she packing. I'm like, Mama, I can't do this, because we could fit 3 full gauze inside of the womb. Because once it splits back open,
They can't sew it.
they can't sew it back. It has to heal from the inside out. So we could literally fit 3 gauze, and she was there helping me change them until I was comfortable enough on my own. So I was traumatized. Brayson wasn't so bad.
Y'all be talking about do this. Do y'all hear y'all?
We not helping this. You not helping
Y'all hear
your-
yourselves?
your pause? Yeah, sorry.
Maybe they split you. No, no, thank you. No, thank you. No, see, now and I've been saying, like, maybe I'll do a boy. Never mind. Pineapple.
You got it right.
I mean, I remember that one because
Right.
no, that's
But it's
okay.
not the same for everybody.
It ain't. It's not at all.
Ma, were your labors hard or traumatizing?
Go ahead, tell me what happened when I came out. She learned it.
She almost killed me.
She
though.
learned it.
She did, but it was not at birth.
Mm-hmm.
She almost killed me in the first few weeks because I had hyperemesis. I could not keep anything down. And when I went to the hospital, they thought I was an alcoholic because my labs and things were so bad. So both of us was almost out of here, but I see why. I'm serious because when God has something major in store,
Yeah.
the enemy always wants to try to distract that or destroy that. And
Amen.
so she's an amazing woman. I'm very proud to have her. as my
Oh,
daughter.
don't do it. Don't you
I am
start
very
it.
proud of her. I'm proud of all of my children. I have some amazing kids.
Period.
And I wasn't the best mom. I did the best I could. I mean, think about it. My capacity at that age was that of a child. So I did the best I could, but it could have been better, definitely.
So that's dope because that kind of transitions to.
More than like
I'm trying to get this, y'all. Hey guys, it's back.
This is our first time with guests. Like we went from 2 to 4 real
Right,
quick.
real quick.
You know.
But so no, that actually transitions to the second thoughts. So one of our questions was second thoughts or looking back. What are some second thoughts that you had about how you raised us,
Yep.
or what might you do differently if you could, you know, when looking back at how things went?
Sorry, guys. But
I mean, my whole life would be. I mean, my whole life would be different if I could go back and do it again.
Really?
Absolutely. But the thing is, what I have learned, and this is what God has been dealing with me with, is capacity. And so a lot of times we feel like if I had this, then I could have done that. But at the capacity that I was, I probably wouldn't have did anything different because my mindset at that point, I wouldn't. Hindsight is 20/20.
It is.
And I'm telling you, man, when I see, like, if I could write a letter to myself, and I probably will. But I'm just saying, if I could write that letter and put everything in it that I would do different, I would be more loving. I would be home more. That's the biggest thing. And it's my fault. Because my focus raising my kids is I didn't ever want my kids to want for anything. I wanted to always be able to provide for them at even now. Right? And I wanted to leave legacy. So that was my focus. And so I focused on working, doubles, coming home, sleeping. I'm in the room sleeping. They out there doing whatever. And I spent time with them, don't get me wrong. I traveled with them and things of that nature. But if I could get anything back, I would spend more time with my kids. Definitely. And I would not leave them with people.
No, it's fair.
Yeah, I would.
That's dope. That's dope. Did you have time to think about it? Sorry, I know we came out the gate. It's new to y'all, but yeah, this is good.
If I can go back, if I honestly say nothing. And I'm not saying ain't no such thing of being perfect. Nothing like that. Nothing like that. I mean, everybody is different. And when I was pregnant, like I just knew I wanted my baby. So the way I came up, I wanted to do better with my kids. I wanted to give them the love and attention that I didn't get. So like when you say, you would have spent more time with them, I think I was under them
Too much.
I very affectionate with them. To this day, very. I'm going to hug them, I'm going to kiss them, I'm going to tell them I love them. That's me. You know what I'm saying? But I just gave them everything that I didn't have. So when I can sit back and look at them, I can sit back like, okay, you was all right. I did that. Because they good kids. Like, they good kids. Like, I wouldn't ask for another bunch. Like, so honestly, and people ask all the time, do you regret having your kids early? No. They look at me like they're crazy when I say that. I don't regret it. If I regret it, why I had them.
That's the one part I know I wouldn't change.
Having them early. Not at all. We all kind of just grew up together. And I just swallowed them, just covered them with just love because that's what I wanted coming up. My mom was alcoholic. We had that family trauma. You know what I'm saying? And I was always one to always say, I'm going to take that negative and make it a positive. You got people to be like, well, I went with my kids, or wasn't there for my kids because my mama wasn't there for me. You know how you always say that. I'm going to be something that I never had,
And I get that. I get that, but one of the things that I had to learn is, and I did pivot from what I experienced from my grandmom to my mom. I feel like I improved on that, but I don't feel like I improved enough. And when you were speaking, what really came to my mind is how I just was priding myself in not being a statistic. I just kept saying, I don't care what. I'm not going to be a statistic. I'm not going to be on welfare. And I worked. I still do. I'm either in school, I'm working, or I'm in school and working, and I still do that. I don't know even if I can break that pattern because it's a lifestyle for me now. And they call and say, what are you doing? I'm taking a class. You always in a class because I.
Who do that?
Won't
always in
stop
the class.
busy. Yeah.
But it's really like because she drugged me to half of them. Most of the ones she went to, she made me go. Come on, take this class with me. So I know so much about so much because she kept me with her in this class and in this class and in this class. And I'm like, okay, Ma, I know about real estate and I know learn how to be a phlebotomist and I'm all of these things that I've taken classes on because she always was in school. Always was learning something. You know what I'm saying? One degree wasn't enough. Had to go get another one. You know, like watching that. But I, as your child, I would agree on some of the things that you said. Like you would be more present. Because that was our thing. Like, you know, we had the good stuff. But we didn't have time with our mother. Because, you know, we would come home and she got off work, but she's in the living room studying because she's in school with another class. You know, or, you know, it would be times we would come home to share our accomplishments. Or I tell people all the time, like, I was that kid who was, like, getting all the awards and, you know, all these different things. But I would walk out with the most awards, but my parents weren't there, you know. So it's like all my friends' parents would be there. And they would be, we so proud of you, Jazz, and taking pictures and, you know, dropping me off at home with all my stuff. Or I would walk home with all my stuff because my parents couldn't be there because my mama had to work. My auntie tells the story all the time. She literally calls me JTSP, but every time she texts me, she'll text me MLS something or whatever, most likely to succeed. She talks about the time that my mom couldn't make it to parent teacher conference and she took me. And she was like, oh my God, the teacher told me then you were going to be the most likely to succeed. And I was so proud of you. And that's always been my story, that I've always been, you know, very good at what I do and very driven and very passionate. But I feel like a lot of that my parents missed. You know, my parents missed a lot of that. Like, they hear it, they can see it. She came to the job one time, and I think I got so used to not sharing or nobody was there that I don't share. So she came to the job one time, and in my office, I had an award. And she's like, when you get this award? I'm like, oh, a couple months ago. Why you didn't say nothing? I'm so used to not being celebrated or no one being there that it's just become a pattern for me to just, it's not a big deal. I got a promotion. Okay, it's not a big deal. Nothing is a big deal. I have a hard time celebrating myself because I think when I was a kid, the people who should have celebrated me weren't there. So I hear you and I appreciate you saying that because that matters to me to know that you would have done that differently.
Oh, absolutely.
Amen. That's dope. This is good.
Yeah.
Wow.
This is good.
Yeah.
This is good. Because we always talk about, you know, childhood traumas and the things. And it's like, that's why I love us so bad. We have the complete opposite stories. My mom and daddy was at everything. You know what I'm saying? My mama might not have took us to practice. That was my daddy, but she was at the show. She was at the competition. You know what I'm saying? My dad, when I say I have a perfect balance, y'all, I mean that. And that's not to brag. It's not to, I honestly feel like I had an amazing balance growing up. But where I lacked was the successful side of it. Because I was the first one to go to college. You know what I'm saying? It was me. Nobody could tell me how to do it. So I'm sitting with $75,000 in student loans right now because I didn't know any better. Nobody was there to show me that. So I got the love. I got the affection. I tell y'all, my mom was financial. My mom always worked, but my dad was everything else. You understand? Like, my dad took me for my first pep smear. And so, you know what I mean? Like, the school knew my dad. Mr. Johnson, Mr. Johnson. If my mama didn't have my face, they would not know who she was. You know? I remember my daddy taking multiple buses to take us to doctor's appointments. Like, buses to get to us, then us to where we was going, then us back and him home. Effortlessly, you know, and so I am truly blessed and thankful that I feel I have the best of both worlds in both my parents, and I'm honored for that. But like I said, I didn't see the success side, you know. Neither one of them have a college degree or, you know, things of that nature. Neither one of them went to school. Not in no disrespect or anything like that, but there's no career behind it. There's no, my daddy kept trying. My daddy is a serial entrepreneur. Didn't make sense to me then. But he was so vocal that I completely understand it now. You understand? Like, dang, I tell my daddy all the time, like, if you would have had a woman behind you, by your side, you would have been way further in life. But he didn't come from that. She didn't come from that. Like, you know what I mean? So it's so many you know, but.
And I did. Both of my parents worked. My father worked at Chrysler, and my mom was a nurse. So I came from that, and we had babysitters, and we were home. And I'm not making no excuses because I had an amazing childhood for the most part. My father was absent, and that was a struggle for me. But I'm at peace with my whole life right at this point.
Amen.
Because even though my father was absent, God, and I've had a lot of conversations with God, and you're going to hear me talk about that a lot. Even as a child, I would have conversation with God. I didn't understand it. I thought I was weird and all that stuff, but God is amazing and he speaks.
Amen.
And he speaks to me. And I was this was just a few months ago, though. That's the sad thing. I was having a conversation with him because I'm trying to make sure I'm forgiving everyone that I've had some issue with, right? And so I said, God, I love my father. Like, I want to be a daddy's girl. Like, I always wanted to be a daddy's girl. And I remember my dad was absent from everything. And so was my mom, but my mom was working 2 jobs, providing for 6 children. So I guess when I came out with my children, I moved out at 18. And that's what I did. I was doing hair. I was doing whatever. I had 2 jobs, working as a nurse on the shop, working at the shop. And this one probably don't remember because my other kids got attached to other people. When she was born, I'm like, oh, she ain't getting attached to nobody.
Not this
She
one.
was at the shop. She
I
was at
remember
the
being at the
shop with me all the time. But I worked. I was in nursing school. I worked at the shop, and I worked midnights in the nursing home. All of that because I wanted to be able to provide for my kids, and I wanted them to never want for nothing. When they were in high school, I was able to buy them cars. They might have been hoopties. They wasn't brand new, but I was able to buy them cars. Look, they had cars in high school. If I had been on welfare or any of that, that's always been my focus. And I promise you, even now, I'm trying to make sure that I leave a legacy. And so, and I don't know how to pivot from that. I really don't. And I'm working on it, I guess, in a way.
Mom,
but I want to definitely leave legacy.
You already have. She's a legacy within herself.
Yeah.
And this is my dog.
Look,
Ma, if you ain't did nothing,
Lord.
like Ma, if you ain't did nothing, this one gonna be okay. Like, she is your legacy. So I want you to stop living your life in service of others and
She tell
start
me that
living
all the
for
time.
you. And I ain't even
Look,
know.
even
so
when I
I'm
brought my
Discernment. What'd you say? What had happened?
No, don't
Little bit
start.
of discernment.
Shut up.
wah 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 wah.
Shut up.
Look, when I buy
blue
my
one.
The blue one.
when I was look.
Stop.
When
Ma,
I
you
bought my
have
last
to.
car, I was like, I need another van. She's like, Mama, I promise you, you are not buying nothing for nobody else this time. Buy what you want for you. I said, but the grandkids, she was like, Mama, I'm telling you.
F them
Like
kids.
she put her foot down like she my mama.
Look at, do I not have to do that?
Yeah, you do. You
But
do.
and I
You
didn't.
do.
I bought something that's smaller that'll accommodate me, but I regret it. I'm just being honest. I still want a van, and I'm still looking for a
We
van.
can get you a van as a secondary vehicle, but it
Right.
can't be your everyday. Like, your everyday cannot consistently continue to be about
Everybody
everybody
else.
else.
Everybody
And so that is,
Man.
and I think a part of me tries to heal me through my mama. Because if I've watched my mother my whole life, you know what I'm saying? I watched her struggle. I watched her, get this one and do this one and do this. That's why it was so important this year for me to throw her birthday party. Like, to do something for her, to honor her while she was here.
Oh, she cried so
She
bad.
cried
That was
so
so
bad.
good.
Made me cry now.
It was so good,
Oh,
y'all.
my
It was
God.
so good.
But we had to do it because I think she sacrifices so much, and I watch her do it, and I realize that inadvertently I've become my mother in that regard, to where I hustle her, I work her, I got this business and this business, I'm doing well on my job, and I'm doing all of these things, and then I still struggle with doing things for myself. So a part of me feels like if I could see her do for herself, it'll make it okay for me to do for myself, because I've never been able to see that. Like, like, our heroes are human, and my mother really is my hero. So I need her to do that. You irritated. But I need
So get it together, Mom.
right. I need her to do that, so I
been
know
doing
it's
that
okay
now,
for
though.
me to do it. You know what I'm saying?
I've been doing that now. I left here last year, and Brianna was like, "Mama, are you coming home?"
She did.
I left here in June, and if I hadn't caught COVID, I wouldn't have came back until September.
Okay.
She was
You
out.
was your
Out
best
of
life.
here, and they were like, "How you going?" I said, "I'm driving myself."
Amen.
Wow.
And I did. I took a road trip. I went to Cincinnati. I went to Huntsville. I went to my hometown.
Wow.
I caught COVID in my hometown, but I was headed to Georgia, and from there I was headed to Nashville, and then maybe back home. I was having so much fun. I was like, "Wow!" Listen, I never lived by myself until 2018. My whole life. That's the first time I ever lived by myself.
You too,
Dang,
though. When I just
yeah.
looked over here, what was the? I ain't even. That's crazy.
Wow.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Them 2 years
2
was
years,
on
it's
Flanders. It was like, yeah,
216 to 218.
crazy, man. It's
That was it.
crazy that you just said that. Like literally, never,
Never.
never.
So I do have some things in the works.
Okay.
Some major pivots. I'm going on a cruise in November.
Woo, 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 woo.
Look, I went to New York. Like, I love to travel. And so that's my thing, traveling. I love to travel. So I'm going to be doing more of that. I'm going to be going more places. And if I have to do it alone, I'm okay with that. Because I'm really at peace with being with me.
But you gotta get there, and sometimes it's hard to get there. And she's been getting there I've been telling her all the time. I'm so proud of her. Now, it's something I used to fuss about all the time with her. So I love when she's like, I'm not that type of grandma. F them kids. I'm
Okay.
going out. Mama don't play now. And I'm talking about my mom. I'm just being totally transparent,
Yeah, it's okay.
babying my little brothers, and and I'm just like, Ma, let them go. Like, live your life. You did your part. That's not your responsibility. I hate calling you sometimes. You always talking junk. She said it all the time, but she also called me when she know it's time.
It's time.
You know what I'm saying?
Because I don't know how, and that's what I ask her all the time. Like, I don't know what to do outside of them, if that make any sense.
You didn't. You
I
do
did.
now,
I'm better now.
Ma. You are
because
so much better
all
now.
my kids is grown and gone now. It's me and my husband enjoying ourselves. But it took me a minute to get there. It was like
Look, I'm still getting there. So
I didn't know
get
how
it.
to live outside them. Like, I was lost. See, I asked Sarah, like, Ma, what do you like to do? Shit, I don't know.
I did ask her.
Literally,
I'm
and
gonna
I
ask the
told
questions.
her, and I'm like, I don't know. Let me get back with you on that, because we'll do that. Let me think about it.
Oh,
I
know
couldn't
what
come
like
up with
to do now.
absolutely nothing. I'm like, I don't even know me. I don't know who I am.
I went through that.
I don't. I'm 52 years old, and it's like everything I have ever did and was for my kids. So like literally, I don't know what else is there. I'm learning now, but
I get that because same thing with me. I thought I knew who I was. I'm in 2 anthologies. And the first anthology is I once was Martha, but now I'm free. And I talked in that anthology about how I was always in the background, always hidden, somebody's sister, somebody's daughter. Nobody really knew who I was. Even though I was oftentimes the one making things happen, nobody knew it was me. I always stayed in the background. I liked it there until God said, no, come on out of that background.
come on out of there.
Because there's more.
Don't look at me.
So at the end of the day, I get that. I really
Yeah.
do get that because
Yeah.
I had that issue. And so I started my own nonprofit organization, Sisters Invoking Success. We catapult people from poverty to prosperity. We do it by providing education, resources. We have partners that we have. And so we try to help people. But I think the main thing that we try to do is give them some strategies and things that they can take and live their lives and improve themselves, because people will tell you can do this and you can do that. How? So that's what we do. But I remember when I had my first event in December of 2019, and I had gotten divorced in 2017, and I prayed for 3 different things. Ended up getting the main one that I wanted. I got everything that I wanted in my divorce. And I remember going in the bathroom with my friend that went with me. I'm not going to say her name on here, but she went with me. and we went in the bathroom and we were celebrating. I said, yes, yes, now I'm getting back to me. And the Holy Spirit said so clearly, who are you?
Who are you?
And I said,
Ooh, I don't know.
I don't know. Because my whole life was about my husband. It was about my children. It was about my job. Everything was about my siblings.
Yeah.
Everything was about everybody but me.
That's
So
me.
I had no
Preaching to the
clue
choir.
Preaching to
who
the
I
show
was
is.
at all. But I know now. I
I'm
know
learning.
now.
Baby steps. I'm getting
Yeah,
there.
you
You know,
are.
I'm not.
Well, I'm
I can't
62.
even sit here and say like I'm there because I don't. I'm still learning.
I'm 62,
Every
so I
day,
was in my
62.
50s.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm 62.
Okay.
So
Like
that's
my
time.
mother-in-law
You got
say, every day is a new day, baby. Every day is a new day. You know. So I'm getting there. I'm getting there.
And that's all that matters. Like, it's just baby steps. Like she said, she did the best that she could do with what she had. You know, sometimes if we don't know, we don't know. We don't know what else exists. We don't know what else is out there. So people have to realize to accept where they are, be blessed where they are, and then once you become aware, if you don't make the change, that's a different story. But once you become aware and you start to make the change, then that's all that matters. You know what I'm saying?
But I think also too, you have to be aware. I'm trying to get this, y'all, of my mic placement. No, but I think there's also this part where you have to start realizing what you're being exposed to.
Two facts.
Because I think a lot of times what we do is we'll take it for granted, like, oh, I just was invited here. I just went here. Sometimes God is exposing you to things that's possible for you, to open up your eyes to see more. Like, you don't know what you don't know. You got to see something different, explore something different. Like, oh, I never even thought about this. I never knew this was a thing. Well, if it's a thing for somebody, it's a thing for you. You know, if it's possible for them, it's possible for you. And so I think exposure is huge in the sense of like, I go do everything. Were you at the museum just to see art? Like, I love going to the museums. I love going to the parks. I like to do stuff by myself. And I'll just go, oh my God, that look fun. I'ma go. It's a commercial. Go. You didn't come to that commercial by happenstance. You were meant to see it. You know what I'm saying? Those are moments of exposure to open you up to something different. Like, I will say this to you, Ma, because I know you're trying to find you. There was something that the little girl in you said she wanted to do. Go do it. You don't got to tell me what it is. I want you to start thinking about it. Because I just told somebody recently, I actually start school next week. Because, and the reason why I'm going to school, and somebody's going to be like, but Jazz, you didn't hit this pinnacle in your career.
Not what I wanted.
It's not what I wanted. When I was a little girl, I wanted to be a lawyer.
Okay.
I wanted to be a lawyer when I was a
Okay.
little girl. And that little girl in me deserves to have what she wanted. And so I'm about to go to school so I can go to law school so I could be the lawyer that I wanted to be as a little girl. And I might not like it, but I don't care. It's my time to waste because there's something in you that you said you wanted to do before when you was younger. When I grow up, I'm going to do this. Well, guess what? You're still growing up. So it's not too late for you to go do that thing that you wanted to do then. You know, open up that daycare or start that business or whatever it is that you want to do. It's not too late because that's where you are. You're somewhere in that place where you thought it was over. You forgot about it. And that's why you can't figure out who you are because you forgot. You forgot. You got to go back and try to remember, what did I want when I was little? What did I say I wanted? Like, what did I want to do? What was my dream? If I could do anything in my life right now, what would it be?
What do you think it is? I can tell you what I think it is, just on my earliest memories of that.
Mike?
I don't know.
What would you think?
Something in the medical field.
Exactly.
She went to school for phlebotomy. She wanted to be whatever she was.
So, and that's
It
funny.
was in the
Right,
medical
there it
field.
is.
That's
Because
that's
what I
just
keep
my
saying,
earliest
I know
memory.
my next job to be is of doing something in the medical field. Yeah. Right. In the medical field.
No, he is with the five.
So we laughing at Dre. He over there like.
So wait, so what in the medical field, man?
I just want to work like in a hospital. I mean, like, I'll be a receptionist. I just want to be in that
Why?
atmosphere.
See, now you're going to make the coach come out. Why receptionist?
Because, you know me, I love customer service. I love helping people.
So it sounds like you're going to have real good bedside manners if you was a nurse. It sounds like, so hear me out. Being a receptionist is cool. Don't get me wrong. Somebody has to do it. right? But because you have this heart for the people, somebody got to advocate for the people. Why not being a social worker in there? Why not being the person who does the billing so I can help you figure out how to get through your insurance? Why not seeing yourself doing something different? So what you're telling me is, Jazz, I want to do something in the medical field because I got a heart to do this. This is what I wanted to do.
Go big or go home.
That's it. And it's not too late. You 52 years young.
Don't hit me, because
She already know.
and I'm just laughing because I don't know, y'all probably didn't peep it. I don't know if Dre's gonna put it in there. But when Mama said she loves the background, I run. I try to stay in the background so much. And I just heard me and you. Like you're thinking small because you don't think that it's possible. Or that you shouldn't do it. Or like you don't deserve it.
Or take the
And-
easy route out and
or
just be the
taking the
receptionist.
easy
I'll be
route
the
out.
smile when you come in.
Because that's easy. Because, and I'm,
Okay. It's
Woo,
okay.
woo, woo. It's on
she
Saturday.
get
girl.
on my nerves, man.
You could cry.
No, like y'all, I don't think y'all understand how much she personally fusses at me about that. So, Mom, when you were saying that, she just side-eyeing me because I'm always going to sit in the back. I always try to make myself small because I don't feel like it. I don't want that extra pressure. I don't want the stresses that come with that because I already got 1,000 things going on. So I try to.
Stay small.
I try.
But
Stay
let me
hidden.
say
And
this
it
to
never
you.
works. It never works.
Not when I'm involved, baby, because I'm going to pull her out.
Mama said she need a mic.
It's
so when
necessary,
you just said that,
though.
I heard it. She got on my
So
nerves.
this is what I heard God say for you.
Oh God.
Okay.
Not again.
It's
Say it.
necessary.
Say it.
It's necessary. If you really want to plateau, you have to go. Period. Because all the other stuff is distractions. And those distractions are intended to keep you from where God is trying to take you. And once you start moving in where God is trying to take you, everything else is going to fall into place. It's not going to be all that. See, the Bible said we walk by faith. Oh, shatabako shit.
Come on,
The Bible says we walk by faith
Not by
and
sight.
not by sight.
Amen.
And every time I teach about that, I see the horses with those blinders on their eyes. And all they can see is ahead. Just see ahead. Just move ahead. Walk. Hear what God is saying and just move. That's what I'm doing now. Without any regrets. And no limitations. Who we putting limitations on? We serve a big God.
Amen.
God ain't playing with us.
Yeah, we play with God.
That's right.
We playing with him.
We are.
He give us every opportunity to be great. And we shrink back. No more shrinking back.
No more.
No more. It's necessary. If you don't go, so many people gonna miss out.
Oh.
So look. No, listen. First of all, I'm going to say two things. I'm going to say, now y'all see where I get it from. She always talking about something. She gonna preach. You gonna get a sermon. It's rooted in who I am. But I'm going to say this. We're going to stop right here on part 1 with our mothers because it's already been amazing. We'll see y'all in like a couple of minutes because
It'll be next week.
oh, next week.
We'll see y'all next week.
We're going to see y'all next week.
Couple minutes, boss.
Couple minutes for us. She gonna keep on crying, and
I'm
we gonna
not.
come right back. But
I'm
in the
done.
meantime, in between time, we gonna end it like we always end every episode.
Period.
Remember the rules.
Wait, I got a joke.
What's your joke? Okay, so wait, she got a joke. Wait, do the joke. Do the joke. Dre already laughing because it's gonna be good.
How many tickles does it take to tickle an octopus?
10. Tentacles.
Oh God, tentacles. Wow, okay, tentacles. That was a good one.
I thought
That was a good one. That was a good one.
It's my dog.
That was a good one.
Look, I totally missed. I heard
Tentacles. All right, guys, listen. So remember the rules. Be good.
Be good.
You can't be good. Be careful.
Be
You can't be
careful.
careful.
Take your tail home.
What? Our mama's here. Bars.
Bars.
We see y'all next week.